It's about evolving, it's about growing, and it's about being self-aware and overall making better decisions to really become the woman that you are meant to be.
Only been a few hours, but it felt like days. Only been days, but it felt like months. Been gone for a year, only know like
Girls with Game, it's your girl Adana, and I am back with another video. Yay! Those of you who are new here, hey, it's your girl Adana, and I am the founder of Pretty Girl with Game. So I empower women to know their self-worth while reaching their fullest potential and having some game out here, okay? You gotta have some game. This is just a disclaimer that I'm going to talk to y'all the same way that I talk to my best friends, and I don't play about them. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. This video, we are going to be talking about ditching the little girl mentality and stepping into that grown woman mentality, okay? The grown woman mentality, this doesn't even have anything to do with age, because there are grown women walking today that still have a little girl mentality. It's about the mindset, okay? It's about how little girls, they make decisions that are very emotional, erratic. They don't think about it. They don't think about the consequences. Versus grown woman mentality, this is more intentional. This is more disciplined. This is a more aligned decision. So let's go ahead and get right into some of the topics that I have to talk about when it comes to grown woman mentality. First topic I want to get into is going to be dating, okay? Now, we got to make sure that we are dating with discernment and we are looking at patterns. Okay, those are going to be the determining factor as to like who we should be putting our energy into. The little girl mentality is always going to have those situations where you are trying to explore somebody that doesn't even truly align with you because you are looking for validation. You are looking for attraction in the person, and you're being blinded by real important things that you should look at when it comes to dating. And we need to be aware of that. As a grown woman, you need to make sure that you are dating intentionally. You are dating someone that actually aligns with where you are going and what you truly want and need in a partner. And if you're just dating off of looks and you're just dating off of just convenience and stuff like that is not going to lead to a positive thing. As a grown woman, you want to make better decisions. You want to make decisions that actually are going to be good for you in the long run, not a short-term thing. And so if you are in here and you are like in the situationship, or you entertain different behaviors like that, that is going to be a little girl mentality, because we don't have time to waste. We need to use our time valuable, and we want to spend our time with quality people. So dating is going to be one of those big things in our life of like really trying to transition into making more mature decisions when it comes to who we want to actually spend our time with. And is this person even worth our time? Is this person even valuable of our time as far as they appreciate that, but also do we even align as well? I realized a lot of the people that I was attracting back then and really getting into relationships with, they were never truly compatible with me. They were never truly the person that I should have continued to move forward with 3, 4, 5 months in. But there were a lot of different situations as far as me having a little girl mentality where I was just so used to being with this person. I put so much energy into them that it's just like, I do want to try to make this work, even though there were clear signs that, you know what, LaDonna, this is not your person. And so it's just like coming out of that mentality and making better decisions and having that discernment to be like, you know what, this can be a cool person, but this is not my person, and I don't want to waste their time of truly finding someone that they're compatible with, and I don't want to waste my time as well. The next topic that we are going to get into is your friendships. The friendships are going to change, and you're going to get new friends. You also going to understand that you're going to have different friends for different reasons, different friends for different seasons. And then you also have those friends that last forever. But you have to be able to understand a friend that lasts forever and a friend that is just for that season, because we are going through a lot of different versions of ourselves. When I was younger, I can truly say that I had friends that I felt like they didn't treat me right. I feel like I didn't like the way that they talked to me, because now I understand that I was a people pleaser back then. Like, it was just like I wanted to have friends, and I wanted to have, like, you know, a group of people that I can go, like in college, you know, like you have those friends where you just don't really have any boundaries truly set up, and they don't really know how they can treat you because you wasn't really aligning with that. And it's just like, as a grown woman, you understand those behaviors, and you understand, like, no, I don't want friends that are going to be doing these things to me, because that's just not the relationship that I want to build. I don't want friends who don't actually align with where I'm going in life, and they're trying to pull me in a negative direction that I no longer want to be going in. Like, that is a grown woman mentality. A little girl mentality is still holding on to friends that they know they don't really need in their life as far as helping them become a better person. Like, we have to understand what friendships are. Friendships is someone that sees you at your highest, and that can be there for you at your lowest moments, that you can always count on and call on. Like, that is super important to me as like someone, and what my definition as a friend is. Think about what your definition of a friend is. But overall, yes, friendships becomes different because your decision making is different as you get older. As you get older, you understand that people are trying to figure out their lives. So no, you're not going to be able to spend all the time that you used to have with them, because you understand we are all trying to have our own goals and accomplish our own goals. If someone says that they want to put their head down and they want to really focus on something that they truly want to do in life, you have to respect that that person wants to do that, because they're going to make sacrifices that you may not understand. I know for me, I want to be a true entrepreneur. I want to be doing really well on YouTube, going to panels, and really being a woman that puts herself out there. And so there are certain sacrifices that I have to make in my friendships, because I know that I need to be doing these things versus doing leisure activities that don't give me any real benefit. Like, and that's when you find a community of people that you actually align with, because once you find people that are on that similar path as you and wanting to use their time in the way that you use your time, that's a perfect combination of a grown woman mentality, understanding that is an important factor in like friendships. The next topic that I want to talk about is finances. Okay, this is super important, especially as you get older. You want to start being financially literate. Like, if you didn't grow up having parents or people to really teach you about financial literacy, you probably most often are making decisions in your finances that put you in positions that you don't truly want to be in, but you are having to be in those situations because you are financially illiterate. And as you get older, you need to take responsibility for that. You need to make sure that you are making it a priority to make decisions that are based off of your finances and where you are in life. So living above your means and doing things like that is little girl mentality, versus a grown woman. They understand their finances, and they understand that if they make this decision, how it's going to affect them in the long run. Like, for me personally, I am working on financial literacy because I want to become a millionaire. Okay, I know that I want to do that, and in order for me to become a millionaire, I need to make sure that I am stewarding the money that I have now, but also knowing how to multiply in a positive way. It's going to be very hard to multiply in a positive way if I'm making decisions that are hurtful to me. If you know you don't need to be going on the trip with your friends, then you know you don't need to be doing that, because it's going to hurt you. Like, you have to be able to make those sacrifices when needed, because in order to be financially literate, you are taking a look at your finances and knowing what is coming in and out. And most of the time, you want things that are going in and out that are going to build on your money. Like, if you're putting in your money into your business, okay, cool. If you know that you putting your money into going to the hookah lounge and going to another leisure activities, now you hurting yourself. Like, you need to be able to take take responsibility for your finances. Like, don't be one of those people who just want to continue to live paycheck to paycheck or hurts themselves every single time they get a mistake like this in the worst way possible because you just not getting a hold of your finances. Stop doing it. Grown women, we know that we need to be able to keep up with our stuff. You're not going to be able to do what other people do. Okay? And that's okay. Like, just being able to understand your finances, that is so important. Like, I'm really taking each and every day to learn and get more financially literate about my finances and how I'm going to scale it. And this is just so important. The last thing that I want to talk about is becoming more self-aware. Like, you have to be able to understand when you're making decisions that are not thought out and are not smart. You need to be able to understand when you are having relationships with people and how they are telling you that you are making them feel. Like, that's just all about self-awareness, because you are learning yourself in the same way that that person is learning themselves. Like, you have to be able to understand that. Like, my self-awareness is something that I'm continuing to learn about myself. Like, I'm learning new things as I go through different trials and tribulations in life. And it's just like, you have to be open to know, like, understanding that you want to be self-aware. Like, there are people who walk on earth every single day and they just go about their actions not even like caring. And it's just like, you should want to know how you are conducting yourself as an individual, because you do want to be a good person. It's a lot of people that say they're good people, but they don't even understand that they could be a good person, but your decision making is terrible. Maybe your intentions behind it is not bad, but you still did make that decision, and it still did make somebody feel some type of way. Self-awareness, again, is such a big thing. And like I said, it really doesn't have anything to do with age. It just has everything to do with wanting to do the inner work on yourself and knowing your flaws and knowing how you operate as a person and how you want to make better decisions. Self-awareness is truly all about making better decisions in life. And when we were younger, we probably made not the best decisions, but being self-aware, understanding patterns that are happening in your life and understanding when it makes shift and it wasn't in a positive way. It's like, you got to be able to understand that. And yeah, self-awareness to me, like, I want to make sure that I'm always being self-aware. And at the end of the day, you don't want anybody to have to tell you about yourself. You want to be able to know about yourself and know your flaws and take ownership of your flaws and work towards making better decisions. I hope you guys like this video of ditching the little girl mentality and really making grown woman decisions, okay? Because this is what it's about. It's about evolving, it's about growing, and it's about being self-aware and overall making better decisions to really become the woman that you are meant to be able to live a comfortable, happy, fulfilling, anointed, and blessed life. And the only way to do that is to really analyze these areas of your life and become self-aware of that to really elevate your experience here on earth. So I'm really glad we was able to talk about it. Leave some comments below, let me know what you think, or express any experiences that you have. But thanks so much for watching. Love you guys.